Hi, I'm Jenny, and on this episode of Drifting South, I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite beaches that we camped at as we make our way down towards Magdalena Bay, Puerto San Carlos, Baja California Sur. I'll be showing you what the roads are like, some unreal places that we visited by boat with our dog Minnie, and the fish that we've been catching. Get ready for another chill vibe adventure with me as we drift south together, starting at the west crossing between Calexico and Mexicali. It's a really crazy feeling jumping into a Mexican city with an RV. So get your Google Maps ready, don't speed, and prepare yourself for some real defensive driving. We are driving south down Highway 5 towards San Felipe, where we'll be spending our first night at a friend's place. Last year we made friends with a tattoo artist named Jaime, who is now working and living out of a shared space called the Pit Stop, which also happens to have a little spot for us to boondock. Also right next door is a little supermarket. There's also some really great restaurants nearby. San Felipe is a pretty little coastal town about 200 kilometers or 125 miles south of the border. It's got some great stores and restaurants, but our main stop today was at the AutoZone to get a smaller jerry can to easily fill the generator, which we'll be using the next few days. I chose a little mermaid to live under my arm.
And her tail can go like this?
I've been collecting tattoos like passport stamps, each one from a different place and a different person. I vibe out with a chill playlist while ink gets shot into my skin. And at this point, the wiping hurts more than the gun. But soon it's finished and healed, and I'm excited for the next. Okay, it's taco time and a couple of huge tubs of fresh piña and Jamaica juice time. And all the delicious taco toppings and bags of sauces. After 3 nights in San Felipe, we were ready to continue drifting south to Guerro Negro. As we depart, we notice a few vehicles that will be involved in the Baja 1000 race, which started in the late 60s and is unique as it allows a variety of different vehicles to compete in the 1,000-mile race. We are driving much slower now as the highways become much more narrow and the potholes are endless. Another common sight down here are armed vehicles, which are intimidating, but generally are meant to provide a sense of security. We are currently on Highway 5 on the east coast of the peninsula, but we'll be joining Highway 1 and traveling across to the west coast today. We know this route has little to no fuel, so we make sure to fill up with a trusty jerry can before continuing towards the south half of Baja California. We are about to enter one of our favorite parts of the drive, and we call it the Cactus Forest. When we finally find a safe space to pull over, I was able to launch my drone. Back on the road now, and we're just passing the turnoff to the Bay of Los Angeles, and the one stop that we made last year that sold us a few liters of gas from a jerry can, You definitely have to be prepared for this leg of the journey. There's such narrow highways through these little mountain passes, and of course all the potholes. So drive slowly, let people pass you. Oh, and look out for cyclists. Check stops have been easy on us so far, and it really helps that Brent speaks Spanish. Soon we can see the Pacific Ocean, and we are nearing Guerro Negro, where we are staying at Mario's RV park along the highway.
Well, after almost 8 hours of driving, that was pretty much double what Google Maps said it was going to be, which we were slightly prepared for. Like, we knew that the roads were going to be bad. We knew that there was not going to be anywhere to stop for gas. Luckily, we did find a place to have lunch at, which was nice because I didn't pack enough food. There was some munchies, but it's nice to have like an actual meal, like a hot meal or a sandwich or something. But yeah, we're here. That last half hour, my nerves are so shot. Every time we passed a vehicle on that narrow highway, my whole body tensed up and my hands were sweaty and it was just really intense. So I haven't even gotten out of the vehicle yet. Brent's setting up the RV for us. We've got full hookups here at Mario's. There's a restaurant and at the office here, so we don't have to go anywhere or do anything, which we won't be doing. We don't want to. We're just gonna chill out for the night and then San Lucas Cove tomorrow. I'm so excited to be on the ocean. So yeah, just chill out, and that's all I could think of doing right now is just chilling out. So I'm gonna do that. We'll see you later.
Who doesn't want fresh guacamole? Because can I try one of your shrimps?
Please do. We are still on Highway 1, and we are headed to San Lucas Cove, which is just south of Santa Rosalia. That town has a little bit of a bad rap because of the off-putting sight of the garbage dump as soon as you enter the town, and the remains of the old copper mill. It's definitely got a gritty industrial vibe, but there's also a lot of charm and beauty here. For now though, we're just driving through, turning at the Oxo Mini Mart just down the highway, and spending at least a week here in San Lucas Cove. We've got a really nice place right on the beach, and our first task is to collect some firewood, which is usually very sparse, but on this spit, you can find a lot of it. Tonight we are hanging out with friends that we met last year, and new friends who are camping right next to us. There's a SpaceX launch tonight that we want to watch from the water.
Oh wait, there it is. Look up high in the sky.
Yep,
Look up high
that's
in the
it.
sky. That's the first stage.
And that's
There's
the
the second stage.
right there.
That's the first stage landing. All the I know the first stage was just like a short burst that time.
6 minutes, 41 seconds.
Click, boom. That's it. It's out of the atmosphere. Oh, I can imagine. And they left about 7 or 8 years ago. I can imagine.
There's a low-lying date tree that I want to pick from, There's actually a lot of date trees here in the park, but they're all so tall. It turns out that it takes quite a bit of sun drying to get these dates nice and sticky, so I ended up buying some to use in baking, snacks, and in these pancakes. The fruit trucks visit here once a week, and it's so lovely to get this nice, fresh local fruit.
Totally along for the ride. How's your vlog doing?
Good.
Good?
Goodbye for now, San Lucas. Our plan is to get further south before December. We passed by Mulahay, which is an incredibly lush and historic area. We spent a couple nights outside of town here last year, but this time we're just passing through. We're now driving past Conception Bay, and it's a very popular spot for van lifers and RVers. There's so many beaches here to boondock on. We're now in Loreto, nearing a special stop for me, and it's near one of our favorite beaches to camp on, Playa Juncalito. Just made a quick stop. This is the first place we ever had the Toasty Locos, and I've been dreaming about it ever since. It is the craziest thing. Looks like there's coconut in this one this time. There's cucumbers and nuts and candies and Doritos and clamato and sauces, and it's so strange and it's so delicious, and I can't wait to dip into this. Minnie! Who's crazy? You want some Toasty Locos? No, you don't. We're passing through Loreto Bay National Park with beautiful mountainscapes. And once we get through these mountains, the land starts flattening out and turns into farming communities through Ciudad Constitución and Insurgents. We're staying at an RV park with full hookups called Misiones, where we will spend one night before finally making it to our final destination of Puerto San Carlos, a small fishing community sitting along Magdalena Bay. We squeeze into this little spot here at Villa's Mar y Arena, where we plan to spend at least a month. There's a lot of beach dog friends here for Minnie, and the birds are the main entertainment here for us. There's also thousands of colorful seashells along these beaches. With a population of about 6,000 people, the town retains an authentic small-town charm. Puerto San Carlos may not have the glitz of larger tourist destinations, but it does offer incredible beauty, and it gives you a chance to experience Baja California's rugged, authentic side, which is exactly what we're searching for. Fishermen here harvest shrimp, clams, and fish like grouper and snapper. It's also known for sport fishing for marlin and yellowtail. There are markets every Wednesday where you can find most anything you desire. And there are plenty of little restaurants to check out here in town. I highly recommend visiting this restaurant El Tiburon for their fresh chocolate clams. Another popular spot is Lori's. There's casual dining downstairs and a bit of a fancier seating area and menus upstairs. Be sure to stop by and say hello to Bob the dog.
Guys come for another honeymoon?
Yeah, man.
Damn, you guys never end up. A friend of mine, he was showing me pictures yesterday. He said a lot of palometas, a lot of pargos, a lot of nude.
Yeah.
This morning we were heading out through the fog to the outside of the bay to try to catch some tuna. We saw a gray whale, lots of birds, and some sea lions. Then we got really lucky with some bonita, which are in the tuna family. What an absolutely incredible morning. Now it's my turn to plan a day on the water, staying in the shallow bay and visiting a spot called Sand Dollar Beach. Made it to Sand Dollar Beach. It's absolutely freaking beautiful out today. A little tiny bit overcast, and thank goodness for that because it gets hot here on these dunes. And I just made it to the first batch of sand dollars. They are so much bigger than the ones in BC. Just incredible. We didn't stay long, as finding shade was almost impossible, and poor Minnie is still wearing her fur coat. Good girl, Minnie. Good job. Brent rented this trailer for our time here, which makes his life much easier when bringing the boat to and from the boat launch across town. This morning's tide is high, and the guys with Los Locos are picking their guests up right in front of the villas here where they're all staying. They go out pretty much daily to fly fish for marlin. We decided to order breakfast from the restaurant here, which does breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I can definitely say that chilaquiles are my new favorite. We've gotten some really awesome food visits from friends also. Demian, the local tattoo artist, brought over some fresh oysters for us that I love. And Tacone brought over some beef tacos made with braised rib, throat, and mouth meat. It was so delicious, but the salsa was way too spicy for my northern palate. He also brought us the freshest shrimp we've ever eaten here in Baja. After cleaning them all up, I roasted the heads and the shells to make a broth, and I'm making a nice creamy shrimp chowder.
I'll take care of you.
The beach dogs here in Mexico are everywhere. They don't really belong to anyone, but they are taken care of in different ways by different people.
I want to bring you home. I want to take you with me. I do.
I've named this little guy Billy, and he has so quickly made his way into my heart and into the RV. We've given him some pills for all the bugs in and outside of him, and he's really gotten playful, which is so nice to see. And although we're unsure quite what our intentions are with Billy, we are going to show him as much love as we can, as long as we can. The sunrises here can be just as colorful as the sunsets, but most mornings here are quite foggy. This morning, while it's still cool out, I'm cleaning the outside of the RV, which hasn't been done in over a year now. Afterwards, we had a little picnic just down the beach. There's so much beauty here, and I hope that one day you get a chance to visit Puerto San Carlos too.
I want to thank you all so much for joining me on this episode of Drifting South. I've had such a wonderful time here in Baja California, and I can't wait to come back. I'm actually leaving in a couple days. I'm going to be flying to an island to meet up with some girlfriends for my birthday, and then I'll be flying back home to Alberta, Canada to visit my family for Christmas. So there's so many cool adventures coming up soon that I'm so excited to share with you, and I hope that you subscribe so that you can keep drifting along with me. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to my channel members. Your support, continuous support, means so much to me. And I want to just wish you all a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care until next time.